when we first moved to Brazil, which was in early 1955, moved into a cozy neighborhood, suburb of São Paulo, and noticed that there was a nice little corner bakery that made marvelous strudel. And while in there one day, tasting a bit of strudel, I began to realize I was the only American there, obviously, but nobody else was Brazilian. They were all Germans. So I came home with my little piece of strudel and was walking fairly behind a large German man, two large German men, with strudels under their arms. And lo and behold, they lived 4 doors down from where I was. And I began to realize that all the rather interesting people in the neighborhood were Germans. They were all Nazis, and they were all incognito with their strudels and their big winter coats. It was very cold there in the winter, and my husband was waiting at the Bonde, which is a streetcar to go into town. The man next to him had on a gorgeous, long, almost to the floor, overcoat. It was cold in Brazil in the wintertime. And my husband said, "Where did you get that very good-looking coat?" And he, all kind of thing. And finally fessed up that it had been his overcoat while he was in the Nazi army. But his wife had very thoughtfully removed the big brass buttons, and there were little plastic things instead. So we realized we were surrounded on 4 or 5 sides of the various area there by a whole conglomerate of Nazis that had gone to Brazil. They also came into the southern part of Brazil, worked up to São Paulo, and there were many also in Argentina at that time. And we began to know who they were and where they were. There was a nice German man with a lovely, beautiful daughter who had a small plane, an aeroplane that landed on water. I don't know what you call those. Near a very popular restaurant out near one of the lakes. And he, too, had been a Nazi pilot and just couldn't give up his hobby. So he had his little airplane where he took people for rides over the city of São Paulo to see the city.